guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Azundu. Today we're doing a full face of E.L.F. Now I love E.L.F. I've got quite a bit of E.L.F. I've just realized there's something I'm missing. As soon as I sat down, I'll go get that. But I love E.L.F. E.L.F. loves me. I had a lot already, but I also bought a few new things to try out together. So I'm very excited. One of those things is the CC Camo Cream. I've never tried it. I've heard mixed reviews. I think I've gotten a shade too light, but we don't know till it's on the face. I've got the new color correctors. I even bought a blue. I bought the blue not necessarily for this video, but whenever I have a foundation that's too pink. For example, this Morphe one that I'm trying to pan is too pink for me, so I would like to mix it with this. Maybe we could do a little demo on the hand. I bought an eyeshadow palette. I just thought it was a really pretty color story. I'm not hugely familiar with the eyeshadow formula. I have had a little of their bite size, but I've decluttered it. So I wanted to get something like, I do have an eyeshadow stick, but I wanted like an eyeshadow palette for today's video. So if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I do a range of content. I do a lot of Australian content, but I also do videos like this where I love to do a full face of makeup, fragrance. I love fragrance. If you're interested, if you are new to, I'm trying to add more fragrance into my channel because you guys seem to be loving it. So subscribe if you're new here. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video along the way, and let's start. So I bought literally everything that I have. Like, I've got duplicates of things. Like, I have literally 3 primers from E.L.F. I have the E.L.F. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I have the Poreless Putty Primer. I actually have 2 of these. I have the Cookies and Cream one. And I also have the new Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. So I'm thinking I might do these 2, because we all know this so very well. I love this primer, as you can see. So we'll start with this primer. I bought, this one is not available in Australia yet. I bought mine from Beauty Bay online because I couldn't wait. So I'll have that link down below if you're also can't wait, because E.L.F. does tend to come very late in Australia, sometimes a year later. So I actually do have an update for the blush contour sticks. They have not landed in Australia yet. They will be coming in November, I believe. That's what the girl at the event told me. So they were promoting it, but they didn't have the product. So they had like a tester. So I got to swatch them. And they looked really nice. They're quite tiny, but they should be coming in November. So I could have held this video for another month, but I didn't want to wait another month. So let's do a little bit of color corrector. I have the Camo Color Corrector in Peach, and these were so affordable. I can't remember exactly how much I paid. I bought a new of my favorite sponge, and I don't mean favorite E.L.F. sponge, I mean favorite sponge. It's the Cookies and Cream sponge. It's so good. Okay, so it shears out a bit. It's not heavily pigmented. I mean, usually these things should be quite pigmented. But in my case, where this color's a little bit dark, I usually go for like a real pink, like this kind of color, because I just got a little bit of blue here, not really anywhere else. I'm quite lucky. I am going to use my finger because I think the sponge just absorbed all the product. And I'm going to bring it up here, just right in the corner. I am focusing it because that's the only place I need it. So color correctors do not need to match your skin tone. They are just neutralizing the darkness that you have. So blue darkness needs pink and peach tones, and then brown darkness needs orange to red tones. Yeah, that's probably better. I look a little bit bruised, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna go in with the E.L.F. I have the shade 2, Fair Light, and this is too dark for me. Because I guessed I didn't buy this in store. I should have bought the one. It does sheer out though, so it's not the end of the world. I forgot to say, I was so busy talking about where I bought this that I absolutely love this. I love this with all my heart, because I've already loved this, but this is almost silky smoothier. Silky smoothier is not a word. I'm gonna use a brush for this. This is the Sigma F47 multitasker. It is the best brush for any type of cream product, like any foundation, blush, primer, anything you really need to help blend out, it is perfect. But you can see how that's just kind of sheet out, but I still think I should have gotten in the shade number 1. But the product itself is quite nice. I have the Anco Beauty one and I have the Charlotte Tilbury one. My favorite is still the Charlotte Tilbury one. It just is that little bit more refined on the face. It could be because of the color that I don't love it as much. That could definitely come into play. I didn't love the shade range that they came out with. I just think, I don't know, it just didn't hit the mark like the Charlotte Tilbury ones do. Like, their shade range is fantastic. And while I do really like this, if we are comparing, it's probably my least favorite. But I do still like it. It's not that I don't like it. And this was still about $35 or something. It wasn't cheap. And that's where E.L.F kind of gets me. I'm like, you guys are supposed to be affordable. So why are you charging me $35 plus Australian for face products? This wasn't cheap either. I don't know what these are like, if they're going to have fallout. So maybe we'll do this one first. This is the New Classics eyeshadow palette. This is not a new eyeshadow palette, but I got it all on sale, I believe, so I thought I'd give it a go. It even tells you what to do on the back if you're interested. I thought we'd go more on the cooler tone because even my blush looks a little bit more cooler toned. So this is a very pretty palette. This is definitely my kind of colors. Your kind of browns and pinky colors I love. So I'm not going to do anything extravagant here because we're doing a full face review. But what is speaking to me? Very pretty colors. Let's do a few swatches. Black Cherry looks very pretty. It's like black with a purple metallic. That is very interesting. It doesn't look as cool. I think this would look better on the eye. It feels nice though. Beloved, I don't know if that's going to swatch well because it's so fair, but that's like a pink with an orange shift. You can kind of see that. That looks really pretty. Platinum Silver. I'm just doing some shimmers right now. That one's not as impressive. It's like a warm silver. I mean, it's platinum, so I don't really, it's just platinum. But it's got like a neutralness to it. It's not like a cool ice silver. And then I'll do Opulent, which is like a green, it's like a green based black. Kind of similar to the Black Cherry, but in a green version. So they've got interesting colors. I can't say that I have a palette like this. And then we'll do some mattes. The mattes feel quite nice. This is Truffle. I actually really like that color. I think maybe I want to put that on my eyes. Got Charmer. This is Charmer. And Earth. The mattes feel better than the shimmers, I'll be honest. And then let's go with the Black Noir. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I'm actually more excited to try this now. I really want to use that Truffle shade. Maybe as my... I wasn't going to go super warm, but you know, the heart wants what the heart wants. So yeah, this Truffle shade here. And I've just got the Rephr brush in number 14. This is a blending brush for hooded eyes. I definitely recommend. I've not got any base on because I just want to see how they perform without a base. You know what I might do? This in the crease and then I'll do that Charmer color on the rest of the lid. I think that'll look pretty. So that's blended really nicely. I'm very happy with that. And then that's going with that Dusty Rose shade Charmer. These are coming off darker than I thought, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually nice. I quite like it. Oh, I like those two together. We've got like a very muted sunset look going on. Love. Okay, I'm gonna go in with in my outer corner. Maybe actually a bit of the black. Why not? I'm using the same brush for everything because it's just that kind of brush. I only want a tiny bit though. I don't like doing too much black. It gets too intense too quickly. So that little bit I'm doing on both sides and just really targeting it in the outer corner because I don't want it to spread too much. This is turning out to be a really nice look. So far I am really liking this palette. We'll see how the shimmers go. Now I'm going to get the Real Techniques basic shadow brush. It's like a flat but also a little bit fluffy brush. I like these for shimmers. Let's go in with Beloved, which was the one that I swatched. It's like a pink with an orange shift. Oh yeah, that is nice. Okay, I am loving this look. Okay, I've got this shade here, Blank or Blanc. It's like a white shimmer almost, but very slight shimmer. And I've got this like kind of brush and it's got like a nice dome to it for the inner corner. Yeah, that was it. That's what I wanted. This palette, okay. Pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what to expect because the bite size I thought were okay. I didn't love them. That's why I decluttered it. Now my eye type, I really need to brighten that inner corner because my eyes are a bit hooded. It really opens up my eyes and I'm loving that. I can come back to that because I still haven't put my foundation or concealer on. So I want to do that and then we'll go back to the eyes. I don't know if the camera, yeah, the camera's kind of showing it. It just looks really seamless, and it felt really easy. So foundation is the CC, Camo CC. I've previously had the Satin Finish foundation. I really liked it, but I decluttered it because I wasn't reaching for it and it was a bit too yellow for me. But I didn't hate it, but I was like, I didn't want to buy it again. I've had the powder. I didn't like it and then my son smashed it, so I wasn't going to buy another one of those. So here we are, but I think this is going to be too light. Color correcting full coverage natural finish. I got Fair 120. I don't know. I am going to use a sponge. Yeah, that's going to be too light. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to use a very light amount so I can sheer it out. We're just going to use one pump over the whole face. I could even, actually, because this is too dark, I'll add some more of this. Alright, going with my sponge. The thing is, I know E.L.F kind of leans a little yellow sometimes. Well, in my experience. So, I don't know about the shade range with E.L.F. That's the one thing that always I struggle with in the complexion products is the shade range. Like Fair 120 should be me. It shouldn't be this fair. This to me would be like a 110. Nonetheless, I think I'm going to do the tiniest bit more. Just going to put a little bit on here, just so I can kind of see what the coverage is like. I mean, it is doing okay, it's shearing out, but didn't it say full coverage? Yeah, full coverage. It looks nice. It looks a little, I mean, the thing is I've got this mix into it, so I don't know how much of an opinion I have, but I feel like I had to, or I would go way too pale. Because I am looking very glossy. I do think it is neutral though. I do agree with the undertone. I just think it's too light. Okay. It's kind of annoying when you buy a whole product and then you know you're probably not going to reach for it again because you have so many other foundations that actually do match you. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below if you enjoy the CC cream because it doesn't look bad on my skin. It looks nice. A little bit glowy than I like kind of that oily look. but I don't hate it. Now this, I have gone through two. I've gone through the original 16-hour camo concealer, and then this is the hydrating one. This was in my project pan, and I've left one use for today's video because I have finished it. So I have finished two. I love their concealers. So this is Fair Warm, and I really like it. So, you know, I don't know. I really like this concealer shade. And I love this concealer formula. So concealers, they smash, and I loved the camo. It was, I probably wouldn't buy the original again because I don't do as matte. Like that was heavy matte. I've got a little spatula to get the rest of it out. I have loved both of those. So I know this is really weird. I just wanted to save it for the video. Wonderful. I just wanted to make sure I had it so I didn't have to buy it again, because I've got a million concealers. This I would definitely repurchase though. I just don't need to right now. I got a lot of makeup. I actually want to do a declutter video soon. Definitely before I go away at the end of the year. Like a nice little reset before I go away, because it's getting a little chaotic. And I just like to keep everything. I want to make sure what I'm keeping I love. And then what I don't love, it hasn't expired and I can give it away to someone else. And the reason why, like, I buy a lot of makeup for like these reasons, like to make videos. So I want to make sure that products that maybe didn't work well for me, but I could still pass on, are getting used. And they do. I always find someone that will take it, especially my mum and my nan. Oh, they love it. But things that are like super fair, they're both darker than me. I find hard to get rid of. So if you think you are my shade and you're in Australia, like, or lighter, if you think you're lighter than me, I could honestly send you a couple of foundations that I've used like once or twice. If you're happy for that, just like message me on Instagram. If you're in Australia, I'm not gonna send it overseas. If you're lighter than me, I probably have a couple of foundations for you. I think it's coming together. I still look way too light, but we'll try and make it work. Should we do my brows? No, I want to do bronzer first. I do. I've got the E.L.F. Putty Bronzer, and we're just going to use this today. We're kind of going for a glowy look, and then I'll set just where I'm too glowy in the center of my face with some powder. But I do want to keep it like pretty glowy. So I have the shade Tan Lines, and I've used this quite a lot. So I've had this one for a while, and I'm going to use my brush for this. I think I prefer it with the brush. I just think this is already quite a sheer product, and I just think, yeah, a brush helps pick it up a little bit more than a sponge. I usually like to use a sponge when I'm trying to shear something out, or the texture is really good for a sponge, but I am a big fan of a brush. I think if you get a really good brush, it can make things just look a little bit, I don't know. I feel like a brush is more versatile, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I would never use a sponge for a matte foundation. I find that the moisture in this just doesn't work well with matte foundations. So that's why this brush, it just does it all. I don't always link brushes, but I'll link this one because I'm talking about it so much. And I'll link the Rephr Number 14 as well. I think they've just announced we're getting a little bit of color back, guys. All is well. And so when I first got this, I liked it, and then I went through a phase where I never used this and I didn't like it. I'm kind of back to liking it because it is quite seamless and it's very beginner friendly. It's very user friendly. You can't really overdo it. I mean, if you get the right shade, you can't overdo it. So this one is great for fair skin, the Tan Lines. I haven't tried any of the others though. In Australia, we didn't get all the shades. So there is like a really grey one for contouring. We never got that shade, which is very interesting that E.L.F. just doesn't prioritize Australia. And like, we are a very small population, but big in consumerism. Like, I would not sleep on Australian market. Like, I love bronzer, so to me, I just don't know when to stop, but I will stop. I will stop now. I'm going to do a little bit of powder before I do blush. And this is one of my favorite powders that I own. If there is a hit in today's video, it's this powder, I tell you that. I'm gonna do a bit of a fluffy, maybe just a little bit. This is the MP Models Prefer brush. Very much a dupe for the Hourglass. And I'm just gonna do that here. Just a little one, and then under my eyes I'll use a different brush. And I always put it in the cap and go like this, so it evenly distributes the powder. And I don't use a lot because you can look cakey very quickly, even if you have oily skin. So then I've got the Beauty Bay BB 105. I love this for powder because it is super fluffy, but it's got a nice taper to it. And this concealer is hydrating, so it needs to be set because it does move around a little bit. I always go overboard with the powder, but this is a good one. It's a dupe for the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder because it's undetectable. It's really light, but it's got this ever so slight glow to it. So it's really good for dry skin, for mature skin. It just, like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing powder at all. I've just gotten the shine away. I love it. It's worth every penny. If I ever run out, it's very hard for me to go through powders because I have so many. But if I ever ran out of this, I would 100% buy it again. I would not want to be without this powder. Okay, let's do my brows. These are existing products of mine. The E.L.F. This is like it never has a name. Mini Brow Magic in portable side. Includes 2 powders and 2 waxes. Apply powder and wax to define and hold brow shape. I got the shade Taupe. This is the bite-size brow. I don't know the name. It doesn't actually say it on here, but I'm pretty sure it's in the bite-size range. And then I've got like this brush. This brand doesn't exist anymore, but it's just a little angled brush that you could use for wing liner as well. So you can see mine looks a little funky. I don't have anything to spray it with. Yes, I do. I've got some Fix Plus here. I don't like the dark shade of the wax. We're gonna loosen up the clear one, but I don't have a... Oh, spoolie. I forgot. I bought this. Okay, maybe we'll use this. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. This was super cheap on sale. And I actually really like the idea of having a clear mascara because some days I wear literally no makeup, but I would like a little lift for my lashes. So that's why I bought this, but maybe we could use this. Oh, they've got lash and then they've got brow. Okay. It looks like the same, but I guess it's just so you don't mix your eye and your brow. Then I've also got the Wow Brow in Taupe, but it's very much a blonde. It's very, very light. Sometimes I actually like using this when I've gone too heavy on a pencil, like dark, and then this lightens it up. So I do like it for that reason. But let's do this and then a little bit of this. We'll do this at the tip and this at the front. So the lightest shade I'm doing at the front. I think this is a good product, but I'm not a huge eyebrow powder person. I only have this one and I have the RMS one. The RMS one's a little bit darker, so I do like this one. It's a nicer color. And I do always like the way it looks, but for me, I like to do brows quickly, and I find powders, I'm just here trying to shape it. And now I'm going with the darker shade at the end. And that's why they give you 2 colors, because you want this to be more natural and this to be more defined. I just feel like it's very easy to go overboard with a powder. And I don't get that clear line that I like. But I always have a powder just in case I'm in the mood, you know? So yeah, I mean, we've definitely got a brow. It's just not my preference. I don't know which one to use. Maybe I'll use one on each side. We're here just for the lols anyway. So lash, brows is this side. So let's do this side with brows, because I do want to know what this is like. I do find a lot of clear brow gels pretty similar. And then this side will go in with, this has got fibers in it, so we're going to go backwards. And then, because that fills the brow with the fibers, and then we're going to set it in place. I need to go in and do a little grooming of my brows. I try not to do it too often because I am noticing my hairs don't grow back like they used to. I like both. I mean, are they my favorite brow products? These? I'd say no. I do have more other ones that are more of a favorite, but for the price, they do the job for sure. Now we're going to go in with blush. I got the Luminous Putty Blush. I've never tried the Luminous ones. I've previously had the original one in it was like a burnt red color. I loved the color, but I did find it go patchy on my skin. I don't find that with these. I think these are fine, but the blushes, I don't know. I feel like it was slightly different. Anyway, we're going to give the Luminous blush a go. This is the shade Maui, and it only says it on here, so I'm never going to remember that again. Oh, there it is in tiny, tiny, tiny writing, Maui. Very pretty shade. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So let's see how we go. I might do sponge on one side and brush on the other just to see the comparison. This is a really nice color with the eye look I've done too, actually. And we still need to finish my eyes. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I much prefer this one over the other one that I decluttered. Oh my god, that is very pretty. That does not look patchy on my skin. It looks beautiful. And that's gone over powder, fine. That looks really pretty. Okay, let's do a brush on the other side. Yes, I used the same brush. Don't judge me. Isn't that funny? I think they look the same, but I think I prefer a sponge with the blush, but a brush with the bronzer. Because I do find them to be different formulas. Pleasantly surprised with that one. I had no expectations because I didn't really love the original. All right, let's finish the eyes before we go over to lips. So I think I have an eyeliner here. This is actually in a charcoal color, I think. Charcoal, yeah, that's why I bought it, because I don't have a charcoal eyeliner. And I don't usually go for retractable pens. I do prefer a pencil because these tend to dry out, but I thought we'd give it a go. No Budge retractable eyeliner in charcoal. I thought I might use this. I think I'm going to use this in my waterline because I don't really like black in my waterline unless I'm doing like a full-blown smoky eye. So this is the No Budge Shadow Stick in Copper Chic. Let's do this in my waterline. I'll show you the swatch. It's very much the same tones as my eye look, so I think that'll be good. I need to get up close and personal for this. And I really like this eyeshadow stick. I use it all the time. It's a good look, isn't it? I've still got that definition, but it's not like in your face. So I definitely recommend, I mean, I've only tried this one. The No Budge shadow sticks are great. Okay, let's go in with charcoal on my, what do you call this? I don't know what you call this. Upper lash line. My eyeshadow looks so good. I'm very happy with that eyeshadow palette. And I like the idea of charcoal because it's defining without being a harsh black. I pretty rarely use black, I'll be honest, unless I'm doing like a liquid eyeliner wing. I tend to wear brown every day. But I think with this look, because I did black in the outer portion of the eye, that this works. And what I'm going to do is ever so slight wing. Like just that. It's not really a wing, it's just a tiny little tip. Okay. This is a little bit of a drier formula, which is again another reason why I prefer a pencil or like a gel liner. Is this a gel? No. I do prefer like a gel pencil. I just feel like they last and they glide and then they dry down. But this is sufficient. If you're on a budget, it's okay. But if this was a $50 eyeliner, I probably wouldn't recommend it. It does feel a little dry. Mascara. I already know my opinions on this, but I've literally only used it once. I bought the E.L.F Lash and Roll. I think you can get this at Kmart in Australia now. I think I saw it in store. I bought mine from Beauty Bay. And this is a dupe for the Benefit one, Roller Lash, which I love. And I didn't like this. I just feel like it did nothing. But we're going to give it a second chance today, guys. But when it comes to mascara, I feel like I'm very much a I know if I like it or not. Look, I'm liking it better right now. I just think I have so much makeup and so many mascaras. If it doesn't wow me, I just give it to my mum. She doesn't care. She's like, yeah, I'll take it. I just don't think it's a dupe for the roller lash. Like, the roller lash really lengthens and separates my lashes. These look wispy. They don't look clumpy or anything. I just don't think it does enough. But I do think it looks better than the last time I used it. I think I'll probably give it to my mum, because I've just got other ones that I'd rather use before they dry up. All right, all we have left is lips. And I've bought 3 options because I didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do. I have 2 lipsticks and a lip gloss. 2 lip glosses. I have 4 options. We're gonna swatch them all. I have 2 Seriously Satin lipsticks. I think these are being discontinued. This is Persimmon. We're definitely not doing this one today. We have Cider. These are such a good formula. They're super creamy, but more of like a natural finish. This is Cider. Then this one I've already had, the lip lacquer in, I never know what it's called. It's got like Love Bite Boucher d'Amour. I can't imagine that's the whole name, but I love this one. It's like a shimmer gloss, but with like a nice tint. It's got all different color shimmers in it. It's got gold, pink, purple, silver. It's really, really pretty. And I bought this one. I have not tried this. This is a plumping lip gloss in Champagne Glam. And this is just like gonna give anything you've got a nice little bit of warm shimmer over the top. So I'm gonna line my lips, and I don't have an E.L.F lip liner, so don't come for me. I forgot to buy one. Smush it so we have a little bit of an ombre. I really want to use this because I've not used it, and I want to know how plumping it is. It smells nice. It smells like vanilla. Yeah, it's plumping. It's happening. I can already feel it. I hate getting color on it though if it's a clear gloss, so I'm just gonna wipe that off. I think this would definitely be better with more warmer tones than this lip liner, but I mean, it's quite sheer, so I don't think it really matters that much. I think that's everything. I think I've done it all. I'm just looking in front of me. I don't have a setting spray, so I missed out on lip liner setting spray, but I think it's okay. I think we'll survive. But that's the look. I'm actually super impressed. My top 3 products are this eyeshadow palette in the New Classics. Very much love this look. It was super easy. It's soft, romantic, a little bit dramatic. The setting powder, Halo Glow setting powder. She's a ride or die. I would say my other favorite product is this E.L.F Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. Either or, honestly. But this one's probably more dry skin friendly. It had a little bit more slip to it, a little bit more versatility. So if you didn't like this, you might like the liquid one. Those are my top 3. My bottom 3, I would say, is the eyeliner. Not horrible, but probably a bottom. I'd say the mascara, I just think it's average. If you want an average mascara, then get this. And then the powder, but that's purely preference. Like, I don't think it's a bad powder. It's not a bad product, but I just don't like how messy my brows look. Like, I have the type of brows that need a pencil to define it. But if you're someone that has naturally perfect brows and you just want to fill in a little bit, this would be fine. But just for me, it's not my favorite product. But that is everything, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a thumbs up. Do not forget, it's very, very, very important. I'll have everything linked down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.